so what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and you guys have been requesting for this deck profile ever since the release of the new game mechanic, Link Summoning. And Gabe, what deck profile are you going to show us today?
You already know we got Zodiacs. No, I'm just kidding. We got Magicians.
Okay, Magicians. So
Pure Magicians.
Pure Magicians.
No Zodiac.
No Zodiacs.
Except a small extra deck.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Okay, which you will explain.
Yeah, I'll explain why I do it.
But you also told the viewers that you have two versions, one with this Pure and one with the Zodiacs. If you guys want to see the Zodiac button, tell them to smash the 500+ like, bro.
Let's smash that like button.
Yeah, smash that like button, guys.
For the best Zoo Magician list ever.
Okay, awesome. So Gabe, do you have anything else you want to say before this deck profile? Like how has this deck adapted to Link format?
Adapt pretty well. Your just main focus of the deck now is make a like a link pointing down 2 before your Pendulum.
Okay, alright, so without further ado, let's get started.
So triple harmonizing, just my favorite magician, just special one from the deck. It has a really good scale effect, which helps you OTK. Whoops, let's turn that off. Triple double iris magician. I bumped this card up to 3 because it searches the trap and the spell is like, but like the trap is really strong. It just pops like 1 to 2 cards, normally 2. So that's why you should play 3, because you just want to see this card, pop it, search for your trap, and then just pop shit. So why not? Double purple violet, because this card, just playing 2 of it makes so much more sense than playing 1, because I wouldn't play 3 because it clogs, but at the same time, when I destroy 1 using the trap, I need another one, or I can just summon it back from the extra deck or add it back to my hand. But it'd be just better sometimes to just be able to set it from the deck with Wisdom Eye, and then just use it, and then have this my extra deck, and then this is my skill at the same time, so I can just keep on looping too. Nice. And also when you're going second, it's really nice to see this, just because if you just summon it and swing into a Trident, it just makes them do something really weird. Like it makes them do an awkward play, just because this just messes with them. Triple Wisdom Eye, because
best card in the deck.
Probably the best card in the deck. It makes everything so consistent. It makes the -2 of Pendulum become break even, because like normally you -2 to put 2 scales down, but this just makes everything even. So yeah. 1 oath, because this card it used to be pretty bad, but now that it links how you can only normally summon 1 or 2 from the extra deck, adding 1 to your hand, like for example harmonizing, is really strong, because especially for harmonizing, because this card cannot be summoned from the extra deck.
Oh, so you can go okay, Oath Dragon, activate Oath Dragon, add this back to your hand, and then Pendulum summon it out.
From your hand, then you summon 1 from deck.
Nice.
Then you got triple Dragon Pulse, because
okay, so this is sorry to interrupt. This is the new addition to your deck, right? With the Link format. Why do you play triple Dragon Pulse?
Because I have cards that tutor from the deck, and I also helps make combos with to summon Mrs. Radiant. So yeah, I like this card a lot, and its skill effect is really good. 1 Luster, just because it's Luster, it gives you free cards, and it also triggers your skill effects. Triple Sorcerer, just because Pot of Greed is way too strong, and popping your scales is really beneficial for you, because like now when I'm using Sorcerer during turn 2-3, I can use it to pop my own scale like Violet and pop a face-up card. So I'm searching 2 and I'm popping your card. Or on turn 0 when I'm when I'm making my play to set up my field, I use this to pop a scale, and I search like 3 cards instead of 2, because I'm popping something that also searches. Then triple Joker, your best normal summon. Card just searches for way too much. You have to play 3. Pot of Greed Engine, searchable sorcerers, 1 Lizard Drow and 1 Geed Turtle. 1 Bullhorn. Only reason why I play this is because I play 1 Broadbull Trident.
Bullhorn, you mean?
Bullhorn. No, Minotaur. From about Odd Eyes Minotaur.
Minotaur, okay.
And then only reason why I play this is because it's a high scale off of what's it called, Sorcerer. Because so turn 1 you're always searching this, but turn 2 if you
have 2 rank 4s up or level 4.
Okay,
right?
so like turn 2-3 whatever, after you resummon this or something, or you just summon from your hand, and you want to search something, normally you'd only have like 1 target, which would be Joker, but now by playing this you have 2 targets, so like it just kind of makes sense to play it. And like its scale effect's not that useful, but the fact that it's just a high scale and it's just another searchable monster, and it's also searchable at Broadbull, which you always make turn 1. So basically you're making a Broadbull, instead of just slapping a Trident over it, you get a free card, so you might as well play it. And it can brick, but at the same time it's just worth playing, just for the situation that you need to resolve Sorcerer for 2 after you already use Lizard Draw and Key Turtle. And then just Broadbull searching a card for next turn is really strong. So yeah, you just play 1 Rescue Rabbit, because it summons the Dragon Pulse from the deck, and it just makes him miss Radiant, so it's really strong. 1 Maxi because it's broken. The Trick Clown
And the Garnet. So this is a Garnet, right?
That's supposed to be Garnet. I don't have one. It does the same thing though, and it's a level 4. I was thinking of playing Master. What's it called? Master the Draco Slayer.
Yes, Masterpiece.
It's a normal. But it's a normal scale 3, light.
Oh, Master. Okay.
Yeah, Master the Draco Slayer, I think.
Oh, the scale 3, the one I can pop.
Face of card. I kind of like that card, and this I was testing it before. This was Lazuli and this was Master. The reason why I played it is because if I open Brilliant Fusion, I'd send these to the grave, and then Lazuli activates it, I back Master in my hand. So I basically just broke even with my Brilliant. And then the card's pretty strong because it pops a face-up card. So for example, you can do that if you choose to. I'd say test with it. It's personal preference because you can scale it with an Iris Magician and use this effect to pop Iris to search a card. But the reason why I like this more is because Trickon summons to the field, and it helps you set up a link easier.
Okay, and the reason why you were playing the Brilliant Engine is because you can easily make Mrs. Radiant and make link monsters,
Yeah,
right?
the reason why this deck, one of the reasons why this deck wasn't so good, people don't think it's so good, is because it can't summon that much, but if you're able to make a link monster before your Pendulum summon, it's really strong.
Nice.
And so yeah, test around with Master and Lazuli for sure. And then that's it for monsters. Triple Brilliant Fusion because it just sets up so many good boards. Triple Duelist Alliance because it searches so much in deck. It searches double Iris, Pendulum Sources, Pendulum Graphs, Pendulum Call. So yeah, it's just really strong to play. 1 Pendulum Call because I wouldn't play more just because it conflicts with Sorcerer and Wisdom Mod. But I feel like one's really strong because when you're trying to play through stuff that's going to destroy your skills, it just says my skills are going to be untouched. And it also helps out Masterpiece because if I go scale, activate Duelist Alliance, add a Pendulum Call, activate Pendulum Call, search for Dragon Pulse. I can put Dragon Pulse in scale, activate its effect to pop Masterpiece, and you can't do anything about it.
Oh, okay. And that's only if Masterpiece is unaffected by
Unaffected by spells.
No, I mean trap and monsters.
Trap monsters, which is like really easy, which happens like often.
Yeah. So
It's
then
like the easiest thing they do.
okay, and then since this one protects us from battle, Masterpiece can basically kill
Not
your
battle,
scale.
but it
Not
can.
battle. I mean, sorry. Card effects.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Regeki, because it's Regeki, board is really strong, and if you go second and see this, you just drop this, and their board's done. 1 Soul Charge. Even though I'm not playing Zoo, I feel like late game or you're even like after turn 2 basically, if they out your fields, you can just Soul Charge for any link monster. It just points in directions and it instantly gives you access to like more extra deck zones. So I just feel like Soul Charge is really strong. Then the 2 Pendulum Graphs, they're just so strong to set up and it just gives you so much advantage having both of them on the field. Like one time I had this on the field, I think I popped like 6 cards with this and searched 3 times on this. So,
wow. All right, awesome. So that's pretty much it for the main deck. Let's go.
I wouldn't play more than 1 just because they're bricks.
Pardon? You wouldn't?
I wouldn't play more than 1 just because they're bricks. I just rather search them, and there's like it's so easy to search. I wouldn't like if you're gonna play more, you'd play 2-1, even though people think 2-1, 2 of this and 1 of this. But this one's a lot better. But I'd recommend just playing 1-1 because you don't want to break ever.
And these cards are always searchable off the double Iris.
Double Iris. So for the extra deck, we got Broadbow Trident.
Okay.
Told you why I play Broad. Oh, so the play is to make 2 level 4s into this. So you have 2 materials under this. You detach 1 to search, and then you overlay for this. So you basically in defense. So you basically have a Trident on the field with 2 materials. So if you're going second, you can use this effect, pop 1, and then you still have a material under it for next turn. So I just play Trident because not only does it give you a free card, it just gives you up to 2 destruction, which is just really strong. And I feel like it's worth playing. It's just a really good rank 4. 1 Tornado Dragon because it's really strong against Draco and like backer deck.
And you can pop your own double Iris.
And yeah, I do that a lot turn 1. 1 Emerald. Because Emerald just recycling I like recycling this a lot just because it gives you, again, more free pops. So yeah, I feel like 1 Emerald's really strong. And it also summons the Dragon Pulse from the grave.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and then 1 Time Star because I don't summon this guy a lot. I see everyone making him turn 0, like your first turn. But I feel like one of these is always better than this because a lot of people also aren't playing sorcerer. So basically, what it means if you're not playing sorcerer, after your pendulum summon, you're gonna have like not that many cards in hand. But with pendulum sorcerer, you're gonna have a lot of cards in hand, right? So that's why people who don't play pendulum sorcerer make this turn 1, so they have like at least 1 to 2 cards in hand. But I feel like this is just very mediocre instead of just this, because this does nothing for you on your opponent's turn except the protecting. But protecting in this format's not really relevant because they're just gonna pop this with a trap or whatever. But if you have this, at least it does something and give you a card. So Broad Bull gives you a card same as this. It may not be as good as the card that this gives you, but this also gives you
it guarantees you a Dryden.
It guarantees you Dryden, and this is just not as necessary turn 0 because you're gonna have cards in hand because of sorcerer.
Okay,
but
and
I still play 1 just because just not to make it turn 1, to make it turn 2, 3, whatever. Just because it searches dark spellcasters such as Joker, and it just because Joker goes into purple violet, and purple violet helps me swing over everything because it pumps up to 1200 and I pop a face-up card. And that's the only reason why I play this, because it searches violet.
And just in case, like, you know, like for the ban list, if zoos get hit, you can replace this for any rank 4 XCs, right?
Such as Trapeze, Karagorn. I think the Karagorgan's really strong.
Okay, so just in case, you know, future ban list guys, if these cards get hit, you can play Karagorgan and also Trapeze Magician instead. 1
Dweller, because Dweller is amazing right now. Everything, every Draco card, Draco spell trap has great effects, so you might as well have this. 1 Omega, because with my fields, I can normally go Omega, banish, free up a spot, and then make a Trident Tornado or a Trident Emerald.
Nice. And for those of you, just to know that when Omega tags out, it comes back to the main monster zone, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, I need to read this card's name, Supreme King Dragon Clearwing. So, my friend told me about this card, and it's really strong because on summon, it Regekis.
So it's Regeki on summon?
Regeki on summon. You summon it with a Tuner and Dark Pendulum monster. So it's like not generic, but no, I mean like it's not generic for other decks. But this deck makes it super easily.
Wow.
And yeah, card synchro summon. You show all face-up monsters your opponent control. And the other effect is really strong. Is once per turn during your battle count, if a card's battle, you destroy it and then inflict damage equal to their attack.
That's pretty good. So you can OTK.
Yeah, easily. And then also just Regekis. So why not? 1 Ignister, just because you play so many tuners and you play Luster, so you just summon this, spin a card. 1 Beals, because Beals is another out to Masterpiece. You already play so many outs, but like here, you know what? Here's another one, in case you don't see one of your like 5. Then I got 1 Ib because
so proxy dragon for now.
It's basically it's a proxy dragon, and it's just really it's really strong to make with Link Spider, and a Link Spider is really easy to make because of what's it called? Dragon Pulse. 1 Mrs. Radiant, 1 Deco Talker, and 1 Gemini Swaffnet for the Brilliant Engine.
All right, awesome, Gabe. Do you have anything else you want to say before we end out this deck profile?
That's about it.
All right, that's about it, Gabe. Definitely, we're gonna be seeing you at YCS Toronto.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, playing this deck. Okay, I can't wait for you to pilot this deck at YCS Toronto. All right, Gabe, and this is Sam from Team Sam signing out, and make sure you guys smash that 500+ like button for the zoo deck profile. It's coming up.
Yeah.
All right, guys, peace.